Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with a blog to watch. Today I'm going to review the Yema and Alain Silberstein Marine limited edition watch. Actually, Marine is not technically in the name, though it is on the dial. But if you just say Yema and Alain Silberstein limited edition, well, you can mean anything. Especially because Alain Silberstein, who's also French, both of the companies are based in France, I think that's what's important, has been a very, very prolific collaborator for a while now. He's not only helped invent the theme of what a modern brand and designer collaboration is, but he continues to do it in a lot of ways. As a fan of his work, both when he had his own brand and through his collaborations, I find it interesting to see not only the partnerships he does, which transcend everything from high-end tourbillons to quartz watches to things in the middle, which is essentially an enthusiast diver's watch. Now, a long time ago now, when Alain Silberstein had his own brand, some of the watches he was known for making were divers' watches, and they had his sort of playful, fun aesthetic with sometimes little sea creatures on there. And so this is a bit of an homage to that. It's definitely a Yema, but it has a lot of the sort of Alain Silberstein features on there, and so that's why this is a true collaboration. It's not a model which Yema makes. It's a totally different model, but with Alain Silberstein's signature design DNA on it, which I think is interesting. The case is 40 millimeters wide in matte black-colored titanium, so it's lightweight, it's quite durable. It's got an internal rotating bezel. The luminous material is actually milled from solid pieces and is quite three-dimensional. So it's difficult maybe to tell here, but in the shots that you'll see, especially in the review article, you'll be able to notice just how wonderful the lume is and how easy it is to read a dial like this. I think that's really, really great. I'm not even a huge fan of internal rotating bezels, but this one works pretty darn well. The C-Star seconds hand thankfully makes a return, and that here is in the center of the dial, which I think makes a lot of sense because it actually functions more like a running seconds indicator. A lot of divers' watches don't really like the seconds hand, but you need it to make sure that the watch is running, so that's why it's called like an operational or a running indicator as opposed to just wanting to know the seconds. So I think that's interesting they put that in there. Water resistant to 200 meters, the watch has a black rubber strap as well as a red rubber strap that comes with it. This is the prototype version, but the difference between this and the final version, this one says Swiss made, but the final version will say made in France. And part of why that is the movement inside is actually a French movement. It's not the only watch that Yema uses this movement for, but it's an interesting 4 Hertz, I think about 70 hours power reserve, micro rotor-based automatic movement, black colored bridges with that red micro rotor, and the sapphire crystal over the movement has these 2 metallized fishes it's kind of a fun aesthetic. They look like freshwater carp, whereas this is a marine watch, ostensibly made for the ocean, which I don't know how well those go together, but it is still fish-themed and water-themed, so that's okay. This is a fun timepiece which really combines the tool watch spirit that Yema is known for with the playfulness as well as the industrial design that Mr. Alain Silberstein is known for. Once again, this is a limited edition of 500 pieces. Retail price for the Yema and Alain Silberstein limited edition marine watch is $3,900, and you can see the full review on ablogtowatch.com. Thanks.